Helen Worth looking divine. I mean, she's had a keratin treatment, hasn't she? Look at that thick hair. It's just heavenly.
Do you know she started out in like 1971 on Doctor Who?
You're joking.
On Doctor
She must
Who.
have been about 10.
She must have been.
I mean,
She's
looks
been-
just the same.
She's
just
been
the same.
Gail for forever. Hasn't she?
Yes.
I honestly think that people won't even say hi, Helen. I think they'll just be like, hiya, Gail.
Hello, Gail. And that plush red carpet, darling. I mean, we felt it. It's like moss underfoot,
It
isn't
is.
it? It gives you springs.
Oh,
There's
it's-
Caitlin
I
Moran looking
absolutely
divine.
love her.
Oh,
she is.
tickles me like nobody's
amazing.
business. She really does.
She's just started filming a movie.
You're joking.
Yeah.
That she wrote.
Yeah.
Because we're celebrating all the female writers today.
Oh, there's so many amazing female writers.
Oh, it's so thrilling. Daisy May Cooper.
From this
Oh.
country.
Do you know that's my prediction today? My red carpet prediction is that there's going to be a fabulous statement piece like there was last year. A
Oh, I
Swindon
hope
show.
so.
And it would be captured by
Robopop.
Robobat, who is our automated Pat. And he's in his own tux, looking
It's
absolutely
amazing.
divine.
Did you have a go of that? I had a little go.
I sure did.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you
really,
strike a pose?
Yeah, I
What
did.
did you do?
I sort of was like,
That's
Just
so
typical.
sweet. I just
Typical.
beamed. Is all I can do. Can I just say you look utterly ravishing?
thank you, so do you, always.
So nice to be in
I
our
just-
booth together.
I just love him.
These gowns are just
They're amazing.
divine. And what a clement day with the beautiful backdrop of the Royal Festival Hall. Built in 1951 as part of the Festival of Britain, coruscating in this clement London
Oh, well, that's why
sunshine.
it's fitting to have the BAFTAs here, because the Virgin
Yes.
Media BAFTAs is to celebrate all that is great British TV.
Absolutely, and it was at the vanguard of that in the 50s. Absolutely beautiful. And London's only singing lift,
I love that singing lift.
which our secret booth is right by. Oh, now you can find us.
Now that you've just told everyone where we are. Well, thank you all for
By the-
joining us. You get to literally be on the red carpet, but in your comfy shoes, in your slippers.
Yes, you do.
I'm quite
You're
jealous.
staying in for us, which is fabulous, which is what we've been celebrating for the last month, isn't it?
I love
really?
staying in. Staying in is the new going out, I think.
Yes, yes.
Just when Peter Kay's car share was on, me and my friends had a big staying in event, and we got like loads of prosecco, chicken kebabs,
Oh.
and we watched it and we just laughed so much. And that's actually up for the Virgin Media's Must See moment.
It is.
What all of us have been voting for. It's
It
the
is.
only award where the public can vote, which is
Everyone
exciting.
adores that door flying off, but for me, it's the aftermath. It's him going, Medora, Medora. I adore that. His timing is delicious.
So, I think
We have Charlie Brooker.
I absolutely adore Charlie Brooker.
Yes,
Honestly, he
beats still my heart.
Black Mirror.
Oh, I know. Wasn't that exciting?
Black Mirror, written as well by his wife Connie Hook.
Yeah.
Black Mirror, to me, is just everything that is great about TV, because you watch it and you're gripped, and there's twists and turns, and you talk about it with everybody.
On the edge of my seat. Yeah, and they're wildly divergent, aren't they? I mean, they couldn't be more different.
There's so 15 Million Merits. That's the one where it's sort of like a talent show. That one is unbelievable.
Did you do the one where you can pick your own ending?
Bandersnatch?
Yes.
That's up for an award tonight.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Oh, it's amazing,
it is.
that one.
There's a lovely Arlene Phillips.
Oh, Strictly's up for
Yes,
for
indeed.
an
is
award
it
as well.
Most deservedly. How wonderful.
She is unbelievable, not just in the world of dance, but I actually recently just done Crystal Maze for that.
Did you?
Yeah, and
that's
honest-
curious because I met her about 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Because
really?
we were at Ain't Misbehaving together. Front row.
She's
It's a
just
wonderful
wonderful.
show.
Oh, I can spot Rochelle and Marvin there.
Oh, my child. You know, my very first ever television experience was with him.
Really?
Because I was on The Voice and he interviewed me and he was so benevolent and warm and open. He was just enchanting.
This is one of the reasons why I love TV like The Voice and Britain's Got Talent, because it can just catapult people into like a new world.
I know. And I remember thinking on the day, gosh, I flopped abysmally. But then, had I carried on, I'd never have done So Let's Go Dating or anything like that.
See?
And yours has been this wonderful kind of curious, convoluted route. And now you're up there. Your show's nominated tonight.
To be honest, Gogglebox is just doing what we're doing now. Just watching people having a chat. We are Goggleboxing.
Yeah, I still
Charlie
call my
Brooker.
telly my Gogglebox.
Do you?
I do.
I want to see what poses Charlie Brooker does. Come on, Charlie, don't let us down.
He's going to strike us seriously. Look at that. I love that furrowed brow, that kind of faux earnest, sort of very smouldering and sexy. I can't do that.
No,
My face is really either in repose or being.
I can't do that either. He's got to smash it. Do you know that Black Mirror is actually called Black Mirror because it's meant to represent the TV when it's turned off?
Oh,
so essentially you're looking at yourself.
You're in it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and then that way you're always involved in the show. Yeah.
Now this carpet looks utterly sprawling. Did you know that the champagne that I hope we're going to have a little of later,
Yes.
you could line 13,055 bottles and that would perfectly complete the red carpet.
It's a long old walk, isn't it? It's a long old walk in heels.
I don't know if they're Jeroboams. I hope they are. Give me a straw. That's all I can say.
Well, I think in total, I think it was last year, the guests drink like over 4,000 glasses of champagne.
Oh, I see. Well, it seats 2,900 people. And I feel like we're hovering under the spectres of the singers at Sangha. I mean, Montserrat Caballé and Maria Callas, and can't you
It's
feel
amazing. It is truly amazing. Oh, look at everybody now.
Oh,
I think I can.
no, the people are arriving in throngs now. It's very exciting.
It is. Gail's kicking around somewhere. I've just spotted Gail again. I love Gail.
Helen Gale.
Helen. I love you, Gail. Honestly, I care more about Gail Platt than some of my own family members. I'm not even kidding. She has been on TV, I think it's 40 years now.
Yes, it's
So
staggering.
forever I've been alive.
And my dear chum, Shane Ward, who did that wonderful, wonderful piece about male suicide.
Yes.
Her mussy moment was the aftermath of that great suicide scene. And it was beautifully cut where everybody was receiving the news and she talked about the street and how intimately she knew each cobble and each person and how they might receive that awful, awful news.
And that is why I'm so pleased that made the must-see moment, because I feel like it really spoke to people and it gets people talking, and that's what's wonderful about British TV is that when everybody was watching that, I hope that it did strike up conversations with people and people felt like they weren't alone. And I hope that that's what people got from that. It truly is amazing.
I think that's
we're
what
so
the arts
lucky to
does,
have this
isn't it?
TV.
Yeah.
We're so lucky.
It sort of penetrates things. It bridges gaps where nothing else can. You know, it's a mirror, a black or otherwise, for humanity in all its complexities. It's just wonderful.
I love the way that you talk. I love the way, when we were doing the Staying In events where people were coming to see us and we were watching the Virgin Media must-see moments.
Yes.
And it was just so fun, just sitting and chilling, watching like the telly all the time. You had a poem, didn't you?
I did, indeed.
Did have a
yes,
poem.
about the whole notion of staying in. In fact, I have it.
I think you should give
I
us
happen
one.
to have it.
I think you should.
Shall I give you a blast?
Yeah. By the way, Sandy Tosvig has just arrived. Great British Bake Off.
Be still my heart. And QI.
She is unbelievable and so intelligent and funny and witty. She is proper girl power.
Oh, she is tremendous.
She's amazing.
And a playwright too. I mean, there's no end to her talents. In dusky pink, looking utterly divine.
There's Prue as well, isn't it?
There's Prue.
There's Prue.
And I gather they're great chums. They're great chums.
Oh, look at them arriving
She did a
together.
wonderful turn on Question Time too, Prue.
Oh.
She's a very clever lady. Very clever.
Oh, give us your poem.
Next time you're in. From whence did the latter-day notion spring that home's not the place for your glad rags and bling? That they're only adorned when you paint the town red, then crossing your threshold they're instantly shed. No, no, if your shag pile and chaise longue could speak, they'd say, please be honest for most of the week, but not in your slippers, or worse, in the buff, but in your green play suit, the one with the cuff. Flanked by your chums who will proffer a flute and say Richard Madden's is lovely on mute. And over bruschetta and olives on sticks, you'd argue that Queer Eye's the jewel of Netflix. From Sandra Oh's acting to new Doctor Who, there's oodles of artistic fat you can chew. The Gogglebox vanguard of all of the arts. Attached to the room where tonight's soiree starts, Chez Vous, it seems, is the one place to be. Next time you're in. Could you squeeze in a me?
Oh, I love that, Tom. I didn't understand half of it, but it just sounds so wonderful.
But that's what we were doing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
Up and down the country, polar ends of England,
Yeah.
erecting ephemeral sitting rooms and sitting in
Watching
them with the
all
public.
of the great people that are on this carpet
Yes,
today.
yes, voting for these fabulous moments. It was exquisite.
It was amazing.
And I was in fine company.
Prue is about to do the RoboPop.
Oh, I say
Oh,
the whole of Bake Off.
He won Great British Bake Off.
Oh, wasn't he wonderful?
Yes.
His creations were works of art. I mean, I couldn't have eaten them.
The way as well when they just sometimes sew bread.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the spun sugar, I adore.
Oh, it's amazing.
I simply adore that.
Do
I
you-
tried to do it and it was an absolute mess.
Oh, I just order in. I have to order in. I have to have cakes. I have to have cakes in the house when I'm watching Great British Bake Off. It's like the locks. Otherwise, your mouth
What's
just
your
waters.
main, darling? If you're having a staying in takeaway, what's
Chicken
your...
kebab.
Oh!
A chicken kebab
I like
with
a
loads
very
of garlic.
pecan Rogan Josh.
Oh, I
With
didn't
a
have you
nice
down
one.
as a Rogan Josh kind of guy.
Yeah, I like everything in higher concentration.
Do you?
I like my coffee dark. I like my
Oh.
chocolate dark. I like my curry hot.
I like that. I'm more of a calmer kind of girl.
It's because you've got your own inbuilt piquancy,
I
that's
think
why.
that's what it I love that Sandy's, like, I just love her. I love that she's now involved with Great British Bake Off.
She is, and she's picked up the mantle of these shows and given them her own injection of unique style and wit. Because
That's what I truly
imagine.
love about her, that she's so unique and she isn't what's the norm of TV.
No, and you couldn't compare. I mean, it's staggering that you pick up something like QI and don't get compared to Stephen
Yeah.
Jobs because you're so utterly original.
That was good. They had strong pauses there.
Very good. You know, her sister Jenny Toxvig wrote musicals. And when I was
Wow.
at the Royal Academy of Music, they were all kind of fantastical. And I was in several of them. She's
Wow.
wonderful. She's got hair down to her bottom. She's really deliciously eccentric and terribly funny.
Wow, what a talented family.
Such a talented family, and they're terribly close.
Oh, there's a letter.
I spy something too.
E and an N, I can spot.
And I can see up in the corner, can you see that
A
B?
B.
So, darlings.
Oh, and an S. I'm giving them all
Oh!
away. I'm giving them away.
These letters spell a word, or even two words, I think, possibly. And to enter, you just have to go to Virgin Media's Twitter, and you'll see all the details about the competition. And the prize, crucially, darling, is attending with us next year.
That is amazing.
And I met some of the competition winners in the lift today, and they were utterly, utterly darling. And their glad rags were divine.
It's such a wonderful day, and even to watch now with us, it's so nice getting to watch like all of these amazing people.
The glitter army.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's fun.
Yes.
Is that Reese Shearsmith, or does it just look like him? Because that's Steve Pemberton, isn't it?
Oh, yes, indeed
I
it
am
is.
honestly obsessed with both of them. If you haven't watched Inside Number 9, which is nominated,
Fabulous. And he is, too.
oh, he's just unreal. And League of Gentlemen.
Yeah, he's a golden
Psychoville,
thread of
oh.
British comedy. I mean, right back to as far as I can remember.
It's amazing because I, as a kid, liked things like Goosebumps.
Oh,
And as you grow older, you realise like there wasn't really anything like that. And then along came
Yes.
League of Gentlemen and Inside Number 9, and it's sort of that scary but funny
Yes,
TV.
yes.
I love it.
Yes, I think he's got a terribly good chance tonight. But it's interesting in comedy because you've also got nominees who are almost like dramatic performances with a backdrop of comedy, like
Yeah.
Peter Mullen
Yes.
and Leslie Manville. I mean, true kind of straight acting performances, but with this wonderful comedic context.
It's lovely. I just absolutely love them.
Now I think that we've got your chums
I think
appearing.
think what Ant and Dec have arrived onto the red carpet.
And may I add, your fellow nominees, because she's got to scuttle off
Saturday
after
Night
this,
Takeaway.
because she is a nominee.
Honestly, Ant and Dec, I haven't even got words to describe how wonderful they are. And they've been in TV since they were like 12, which was on Biker Grove.
Yes. Let's get ready to rumbo.
Yeah.
I had that single. It was one of the first singles I ever had. It was so galvanising.
Oh, there's Rob. Rob Brydon.
Oh, gosh, he tickles me.
And Lee Mack, who is nominated.
Yes, indeed he is.
Would I lie to you? He's hilarious.
Yeah, and David Mitchell's nominated for that too.
Oh,
And
yes.
just wonderful. I mean, so much talent. How anybody chooses is beyond me. It's like kind of seeing the Bayeux Tapestry and saying, pick one scene, you know?
Yeah. I don't know what that means. But I think it's like when you're a little bit tipsy and you can't decide what food you want. Like you want it all, but you can't have it all. You can't have a kebab, McDonald's, and a Chinese. You've got to choose.
You
and
can't
I feel
have
like
the whole panoply sometimes. You just can't.
I feel like that's what choosing who is going to win is like.
Speaking of great, great art, in addition to the letters you might spy the BAFTA face, now, she happens to be the sculptor who created that. My favourite artist. Her name is Mitzi Cunliffe, and she decided to make this delicious, enigmatic face, you know. And I think it's the prettiest statuette out there. I mean, I'd rather have it in the Oscar even.
It used to be called Stella. It used to just be a statue called Stella, yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I think
and
like
then it
back in
metamorphosed
1995 or
into this
something.
beautiful, enigmatic face.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's wonderful, Bobby Burke.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Be Still My Heart, Queer Eye just moves me beyond all possible measure.
Queer Eye is not just great for like the LGBTQ community, it also genuinely changes lives and just overall perspectives on life, I think. Because if ever you're having a bad day and you're feeling a little bit down about yourself, watch Queer Eye and you realise that actually that the whole time that they're working with people, it's about their inner beauty and not their outside beauty.
I agree. And Tom, and that wonderful scene with Tom and all the guys made it into our must-see moments. And it really is exquisite.
It is. Virgin Media's must-see moments.
Absolutely.
It's up there.
Absolutely. And nothing encapsulates what you were saying more than that little scene. I thought that was so utterly charming.
So
and we
nice.
were in tears, weren't we? Both
We
of
were
us.
in tears.
Got a
He's
dry
gonna
eye in the
do
sitting room.
good pauses. Solid pauses.
I mean, he's just effortlessly cool, isn't he? He's the kind of cool I always wanted to be and couldn't be.
You are that cool.
Well, I discovered when I was 16 that you could be cool sort of by resisting cool.
Yes.
But that was the only way for me.
I
I think you're cool. That's why you can do that to RoboCam and you look great. All I could do was be. Rather hopelessly.
I think it's the more. Make sure that you're writing these letters down, by the way. I feel like really.
Yes.
And make sure that you.
They're
look and
tucked
see what
away.
words.
Did you spot that N?
No, I've just spotted that, and I don't know how long it's been there. I'm like, I've just spotted it now.
Benz.
Maybe it's. Don't
That's
give any
what I
clues.
can see.
Don't give any clues.
Now, I wonder what else. So, sartorial wizardry. Now, Daisy May Cooper very famously wore her swimming shirt last year, so I'm expecting a statement piece from her.
Yes.
But think about the Oscars and think about the Brits and things like that. And we've also had a bit of gender non-binary. I mean, Billy Porter with that wonderful gown.
Amazing.
Harry Styles very recently.
Yes.
So my prediction is, in addition to the Globe Girls, we might get a little bit of gender bending.
Oh, I hope
in the
so.
wardrobe. I hope so
I hope
too.
So.
Yeah.
I do hope so.
How
Let's have a
wonderful.
little
Now,
look.
I have a little tale for you. I
Ooh.
met my hero today, who's nominated for Best Supporting Actress.
Who
There's a
did you
big clue in Killing Eve. The legend that is Irish. Fiona Shaw.
No, you
Fiona
didn't.
Shaw. Now, I saw her. Next door is the National Theatre, and I must have seen her 4 times in Mother Courage. I was completely obsessed. And she was so charming in person. And Phoebe Waller-Bridge just adores her. I mean, she crops
Phoebe
up in
Waller-Bridge is-
Fleabag as well as the psychoanalyst.
Yeah, she's amazing. I'm hoping also to see the guys from Bodyguard.
Oh, yes.
Because I absolutely love Bodyguard.
Well, my heart goes out to Keely Hawes because she couldn't go to the Golden Globes. She was making this film about the feminist protesters who objected against Miss World in 1970.
Wow.
So very, very good reason. But she's the only person, I think, that's nominated twice tonight.
Oh my gosh.
For Bodyguard, of course, and then Mrs. Wilson.
I'm going to give you a spoiler on Bodyguard. I don't know if it's a spoiler, because if you've already watched it, then you might have noticed. But at the end, I'm pretty sure you can see her in the window.
Oh my.
And I hope that...
The Home Secretary?
Yeah.
Oh my.
And I hope that on series 2, it shows that. Because I've been telling everyone, and everyone's like, no, it isn't, it's just someone that... And I'm like, me and my dad paused it, and it really looks like her
I know what you mean, that sort of nebulous figure.
Yeah.
That shape. Yes.
I hope so, anyway.
Oh, I hope you're right. You heard it here first.
Who else is... It's really getting busy now.
It really is.
This
But
is
you know
amazing.
also what's interesting about her is the lady that wrote Mrs. Wilson, for which Keely Hawes is nominated as Best Supporting Actress, is that was her real life granny.
Oh my,
And she
you
was
are full of
married.
knowledge.
She was married to a spy and a bigamist, and Ruth Wilson, who's nominated for Best Supporting Actress as well, had to dig up this family history. She was the historian, she wrote it, and she starred in it.
That's amazing.
I mean, these women are simply staggering this evening, aren't they?
I think
Phoebe Water-Bridge,
this is the year of
Ruth
the woman.
Wilson, Daisy May Cooper, you name it, Jessica Hines.
And Jodie Comer is,
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
she's unbelievable. I keep seeing Anton Deck kicking around as well.
Yes.
I don't know if that's just because I love them, so I keep...
And
Who is coming
do
up?
we spy? Is that Claudia Winkleman?
I love Claudia Winkleman.
Oh, I just adore her.
She's just... Strictly Come Dancing is obviously, we all miss Bruce because he was a
Yes.
legend.
You know he's interred under the London Palladium stage.
Oh really?
Yeah, his ashes are there.
Wow. Where they belong. 'Cause
Where
he's
they
a
belong.
born entertainer. But when Claudia came, she's just so lovely to watch, and
She's darling.
Strictly is one of the ones in our house where we sit, we get notepads and pens because we're really sad like that, and we make
You
notes
score
when
them?
we're dancing, yeah, and then after we all, like, my dad sometimes does that, not very often, he sort of just looks at me and my mum, but
Are
then
you
he'll
tough
go,
on the
that was
Paso
good.
Doble?
Yeah.
Because they are always very tough on the Paso
Because
Doble.
the Paso Doble is telling a real story about the woman is the cape and the man is the matador, and
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Well,
I love it.
Chelsea Healy, who we had on Celebs Go Dating, I think was the only person to get full marks on a Paso Doble.
She should be super proud of that because a Paso
Cutting a
Doble
rug.
is hard.
Now, I have a question for you in this gown. Should we cut a
Oh,
rug later?
I think we could.
I think it'll move so
I'm
beautifully.
pretty sure I've just seen my twin brother, Alan
Who?
Carr.
Oh, that darling boy.
I love Alan.
He tickles me so much.
We are so similar in so many ways. I just adore him.
Have you seen his new quiz show about the movies?
It's so
Where they
funny.
reenact scenes?
It's really good.
I saw him doing the When Harry Met Sally orgasm. And spurting out mustard as the grand finale. I mean,
I
just of all the
really
condiments.
miss Chatty Man.
I do.
I thought
desperately.
it was
I
really
would love to
amazing.
have been a guest on that
Oh.
and just chew the fat. I mean, as we are now, but
Yeah, honestly, he's so funny. And I think he said that if he could have any, like, guests, you know, when you have that whole, who would you invite if you had a dinner party guest?
yes.
He's with Paul O'Grady and Madonna. I want to see that. I think Alan can make that happen. And I want to see that. Do you know who they are?
I don't know who we have here.
They are, I'm pretty sure, they're like the Moss brothers?
Who
I'm
make the
sh-
soup?
No, it's like they were really famous in the 80s and they did this sort of documentary about their time in the limelight and how it affected them because they're twins, and it went crazy. It was on BBC Three. Honestly, it is.
Oh my, I
An
must watch
amazing
that because I have an
documentary.
affinity with that era because that's when I was born. I'm an 86 baby.
Ah,
Yeah. I've
but
got
yeah,
a
it's
few years on
really
you, haven't I, darling?
just a few. Not a lot, though.
You're a
Not
mere
that.
sapling.
No, not a lot. Everybody looks so wonderful.
Well, everything's sparkling because it is so sunny outside. I mean, the River Thames is absolutely coruscating, and all these gowns, there's a lot of shimmeriness happening, and it was very well chosen because it just bounces the sun.
There is Tess next to Claudia.
Yes,
I love
indeed.
Testy.
Indeed. Oh, don't they make a gorgeous
I
pair?
really do. I really hope that. I love it when Strictly wins because I think it's a one for all of the family. It's one of those rare shows that it doesn't matter how old you are, or you can just watch it. It doesn't matter who you are. Like from my little sister to my nanny to my granddad to me, my dad, everyone can watch it.
Well, she's done this wonderful play suit thing that I think is slightly reminiscent of Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, yeah.
And she says that Sandy is one of her style icons, Sandy from
I
Greece.
suppose they look very similar.
Yes,
Yeah,
well,
both
don't they? That
beautiful.
gorgeous flaxen mop, absolutely beautiful. But I always wonder how much they talk about their gowns because they always seem to complement each other, Claudia
Yes.
and Tess.
I think it's just because they're bestie friends, and
Yeah,
I think
so they just
sometimes
text
how
beforehand.
it's like, yeah, telepathic.
WhatsApp gown group.
Oh wow, it's really filling up.
There are
It's-
throngs now. There's Paul Whitehouse.
I love Paul.
Oh, he must be so happy for his chum, mustn't he, being nominated. That is
Paul Whitehouse.
so exciting. I mean, these absolute luminaries of the industry.
They're legends. Like everybody knows
Yeah.
who
I mean, with
they are.
Fiona Shaw, my knees absolutely buckle. But he's best known for the Far Show, but he's currently starring in Only Fools and Horses, the musical.
Yes.
And I gather, I'm planning to see it in a couple of weeks,
Oh.
but I gather that it's absolutely riotously
Yeah.
funny. He believes that sneezing is an affront to mankind. It's an eighth of an orgasm. I think it's rather wonderful.
Is that Anna Friel? I can't tell. I feel like I need my readers on.
Where are you spying her, darling?
With a yellow outfit on?
We need you to tweet us if that's Anna Free.
Yeah,
Because you
please.
can probably see better
You
than we
can
can.
probably see better. I feel like it really looks like her, and I love her, but I could need my glasses on. No,
Now,
I think I need my
how
glasses
are
on.
you doing with spying those letters? Because I have just seen 1, 2, 3 additional letters. One is right up in the clouds. So we're getting very close to having a full word. Oh, I spy a G.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that before.
Plum in the middle of the BAFTAs.
Oh, there's Ant and Dec.
Oh, your chums. Tell me an Ant and Dec story.
Oh,
Do you know the tale about them?
so apart from the fact that they're wonderful, well, some of my favourite ever memories, especially when I first started out in TV, was doing the first ever Saturday night takeaway, and I went to my first ever script meeting. I'd never been to a script meeting before.
Yes.
And I was so scared and nervous because I didn't know what to expect.
Oh, sorry.
And Ant and Dec was sat there, and everyone was eating biscuits, and we were having a cup of teas, and Dec was like, "Do you want a cup of tea?" And I was like, "Dec's asking if I want a cup of tea," and I remember feeling so overwhelmed, and they just
Just
so
a giant
normal.
tea party, really.
Yeah, but I mean that in the nicest way possible.
I love
They just, yeah, well, everything they do turns to gold. Like, I'm a celebrity, Saturday night takeaway,
You.
let's get ready to rumble,
Yeah.
everything they've done.
Indeed, which I still
Yeah.
have
And they've
somewhere
won-
in my arsenal.
They've won something like 13 BAFTAs.
Wow.
It's yeah.
Should we make it an even number again
I
tonight?
feel like we should.
And then you
feel
can
like,
give it a good buff. I want you to say something, darling.
I
You've been
feel
practicing
like,
your speech.
I feel like they definitely need to make it an even number.
Yes.
Oh, there's all
Yes.
the Bake Off crew again.
Do you know that in addition to Let's Get Ready to Rumble, they had 16 singles?
I didn't know that. I
They
feel
had
like
such an eclectic music career.
I'll
Just
tell you a
staggering.
little fact about them.
Oh, good.
When I have poached eggs, I call it an Ant and Dec. I'll say, I'll have an Ant and Dec on toast, please.
Well, they are really good eggs, aren't they?
I think I can spot the legend that is the Italian stallion, Gino De Campo.
Oh, our juice chum.
Yes.
Our friend, you know, we met on Celebrity Juice, and it's
Yeah.
been a good, solid friendship ever
It
since.
has.
But he is a regular, and
Oh,
he
he's-
so tickles everybody in that show.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's so funny. And the way that he pronounces
yes, I
words
think
and things.
as much good stuff ends up on the cutting room floor.
Look who's here!
Oh, Daisy, I knew she wouldn't disappoint me with a statement piece.
Yes,
And she's
Queen!
got the pigeon.
I love
Oh,
her.
Daisy, nay, you have exceeded all expectations.
And do you know what? She's literally wore a bin bag, and you're working
looks
it, girl.
divine in it.
She looks good in a bin bag. She is my absolute idol.
Oh,
Her
me
story,
too.
honestly,
Tell her
Oh,
post-drama school story, because
yes,
it's fascinating.
honestly, so she left acting to work as a cleaner. That's what she done, and
Yes.
she did that for years. And then from all of the stories that she got from being a cleaner, she then wrote this country. Yeah, she wrote this
found
country
that,
from
you know,
that.
casting was now an impossible. She had a tiny part in Doc Martin,
Yeah.
and then created her. Oh, look, it's all right. I think she's making a bit of a green statement, you
I
know,
think she is there.
about recycling, and good for her.
I honestly just love her.
But this
She
is
won
what I
last year,
mean,
didn't she?
you know, that yes, indeed she did. But this is what I mean about the comedic writers, particularly the women, having this undergirding of earnestness. You know, they really do care about the big issues, and so they oscillate between the riotously funny and the deeply poignant. It's wonderful how comedy has moved in that way. Mum is like that. This country is like that.
Yes.
Adore them.
Honestly, if you haven't watched this country, that actually
Yes.
there's a scene in the second series where Daisy realises that her dad isn't the greatest in the world,
Yes.
and that is
when
one
he
of
stitches
my
her up.
yeah, and that is one of my favourite moments of the whole past year of TV.
Me too.
I can just watch it over and over again
Me too.
because I was cheering at the TV like yes.
Finally, the rose-tinted glasses slip a little bit. But it's whether they'll stay slipped, because
Yeah.
I think that's what they're going to explore in the next series, which is very, very exciting.
I can spot an E, another letter E.
So there is. And have you spotted the letter that's hovering up in the clouds, pretending to be Mary Poppins?
T.
Yes.
One-
Yes,
one
T
sugar,
for
please.
Tom.
Yeah, make sure, because the prize is insane. It's amazing. It's so good. There's a letter O there, B, R.
Oh, yes. What is that? Is that an O?
I think so.
Yeah.
And there's an I there hiding. So we have B, O,
Now,
X, R,
I have a top tip for this. If you're doing anagrams and all you've got is a jumble of letters, write them in a perfect circle with one in the middle, like they do in the newspapers. And
Oh.
suddenly the words pop out. It's extraordinary. It just sort of makes the synapses pop and oils the grey matter.
That is a good tip. That is a very, very good tip.
Gosh, my Spanx are tight, darling. Just felt-
This is why it's wonderful that you can all watch
Yes,
the
I-
Virgin Media BAFTAs at home with your pyjamas on and your slippers.
Yeah, because
We're
we are
Spanx within an inch of
pinned-
our life here.
Yes. I have got boy Spanx, and the only difference is that there's a strategically placed hole. I mean, you can imagine why. For ease. So I can spend a penny, if needs be, later. Which after a couple of glasses of Tattinger, I might need to.
I hope
I'm
that they
terrible at this
serve
rate
cups of tea
brewing.
as well.
Oh, tea and
I love
Tattinger.
a cup of tea.
I mean, not together. That would be
No,
a
not
curious
together.
cocktail, but...
But I feel like because the greats of TV are here, I feel like I'm sort of on Gogglebox. Do you know what I
And
mean?
so you need a good cup of tea
Yeah.
and a bourbon biscuit.
I just feel like I'm sat at home but in a really nice gown with you. That's
Well,
how I feel.
I've penetrated your family cell.
Yeah, you have. You
You know,
have.
I'm in your
We
inner
love ya.
sanctum.
We just love you. This is my
Love it.
favourite paparazzi spot because, like, I feel like this is true celebrity. You know, like when you're younger and you watch the TV or you read magazines and you see it, and there's just that whole wall of flashing lights and a
Yes,
backboard.
click, click, flash, flash, patsy, patsy, patsy.
Yes, that to
To
me
quote Ab Fab.
is pure celebrity.
Yes. Yes, yes. Now, these letters, I've just spied another. Right where the paparazzis are, not RoboPap, but where the wall of paps are, is an R. Now, if you assemble these letters, it spells a word, and that word is all you need to win the competition, to attend next year's BAFTAs. And
it's insane.
yeah.
This is such an amazing prize because it's not like you can just save up and go and get it, or you can, the chance will come again. This is like a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yes.
I don't even know if I'm going to be here next year. We never know if we're going to get invited again.
You never know.
Yeah.
But we were having a chin wag with some of the competition winners in the lift, and you just thought, oh, thank heavens it was you, because you're such wonderful people. And we had exactly the same thing as we were touring the country, staying in by the sea in Brighton and in in Liverpool.
Liverpool,
because everybody was utterly charming, weren't
It's
they?
wonderful. And you get to put your glad rags on. Wear your slippers if you want. I once wore slippers to the NTAs when
Yes.
and I met Mary Berry backstage and I had big tiger slippers on. Yeah.
Love that.
So
Or
come
you can
be comfy.
even be in your birthday suit. You could do a Marilyn Monroe and wear nothing but Chanel No. 5 if you want. Other perfumes are available. But, I mean, that's divine.
So make sure that you enter that competition because it's unbelievable.
There's Graham Norton, our wonderful host tonight,
Wow.
with one of his trademark gorgeous blazers, which I think are all bespoke. But
He's actually won 5 BAFTAs before, which doesn't shock me because he again is a TV legend.
He is indeed. He's such a wit. You know, he once auditioned for Lord of the Rings.
Really?
Yeah. Now, Russell T. Davies is in our midst.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he is one of my favourite people. He wrote Very English Scandal, which is up for 6 BAFTAs. And, I mean, it really has scored a great many, including Best Actor for Hugh Grant. And he wrote Queer as Folk, which I mean was
wow, I love that,
such a big part of my coming out,
Yeah.
actually. Because it came out
wow.
when I was at school, when I was about 15.
Oh, wow.
And then later Cucumber, which
That's
was
amazing.
wonderful.
There's
Absolutely
just so
wonderful.
many wonderful people. Is that David Walliams I see there near RoboPap? Is he with his
Is
mum?
he approaching? Yes,
Is that David
indeed
Walliams?
it is.
I feel like I need my glasses on. Please
Oh,
keep.
my.
It is David
Yes.
Walliams. See, I brought my mum along as my date, so that is
Yes, he's so brilliant on Britain's Got Talent. And last summer they did an Oscar Wilde season just over the road from here.
Oh,
And Jennifer
wow.
Saunders was in Lady Windermere's Fan. And lo and behold, the row in front of me was David Williams, chuckling his head off. It was absolutely brilliant.
He is wonderful. I've been watching him since I was a child on like Little Britain, and he's been in Come Fly With Me.
Yes.
Big School with
with Catherine Tate.
which is
Yes, and Francis de la Tour, who I
amazing.
absolutely worship.
And so
Yeah.
Britain's Got Talent he makes it for me.
Oh, he so tickles me.
Yeah.
And, have you ever done Britain's Got More Talent?
I haven't, but I really want to, just to meet Amanda Holden and Stephen Mulhern.
It's
Actually,
lovely. Yes, because
I
you're
love
sitting
Stephen.
behind them beforehand. So you get to go in and see all the acts. And he is so witty and he's so warm with them. I mean, so much that you don't see that's kind of cheering them along. He's a tremendous cheerleader
That's
for
good.
talent.
That is good.
And his mum looks absolutely gorgeous,
Yeah,
doesn't she?
she does. That's so nice that she's come along with him.
Absolutely gorgeous. But yes, the Cucumber, when that came along, when Russell T. Davies wrote that, he said, I've been out of the dating scene so long that it's changed beyond all recognition with the apps and with the diminishing bar culture. So he said, I have to write a new one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have just spotted as well Emily Atack, who came second. She was in the final with John Barrowman and Harry Redknapp in I'm a Celebrity.
Oh, your other great telly home, darling.
Oh, it's so good, that show.
And Extra
That's
Camp is so funny. I mean,
Thank
you're
you.
so brilliant on that. You're such a wit, and you're
Thank
so
you.
good with your guests. It's
Well,
wonderful.
Emily came on and she was lovely. I think now, have you seen Sex Education?
No, I've not seen that.
Oh, it's honestly Alex Jennings. It is amazing. I mean, I'm 28, and I actually learnt watching it. It's not actual sex education. It's basically where the one of the mums is a therapist, a sex therapist, and it's honestly amazing.
Oh, I must watch it because I adore Alex Jennings. I mean, I love him in The Crown. I think he plays Edward absolutely brilliantly, and as Alan Bennett. And recently, he played Higgins in a production at the Sydney Opera House directed by the original Eliza, Be Still My Heart, Dame Julie Andrews.
Wow.
Can you imagine being directed by her?
I mean, that's unbelievable.
That is staggering, isn't it?
That is unbelievable.
And he said that in rehearsal, she said, "Call me Mum. Don't call me Julie, call me Mum."
Tom, I love your stories.
I
absolutely love your stories.
But I think it's lovely how warm-hearted people in the industry are, isn't it? By and large, they're so warm and lovely.
I'm hoping tonight. Last year, my favourite speech was Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Oh,
which
our favourite.
Who said, "Oh, my mum always said I can be anything I want as long as it's crazy." And I think there's something so wonderful about that, isn't there? There's something so wonderful.
And Gino's back. Have you sampled his food? Because at the Celeb Juice wrap party, he invited us to his restaurant, and the food is just mouth-watering.
Look
I
at
mean,
you with the ballers. Look at you balling with everyone.
I know.
I thought you might have been to his
And
restaurant.
cutting
Yes, I
rugs.
have. I didn't get invited. I just went there and spent my own money.
But he really, really knows what he's talking about. I mean, he's so imaginative. That menu is like a wonderful work of art, isn't it?
And on this morning, he cracks Holly and Phil up. I love watching him when he makes them giggle.
Yes. Now, something
freaking out.
very seminal and pivotal has happened. Our favourite, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, has arrived. I mean, she's written Killing Eve. She wrote Fleabag, which we adore.
She's
And
now actually rumoured, or I don't know if it's been confirmed, to be writing James Bond.
It is confirmed.
Yeah.
It is confirmed at Daniel Craig's behest. He said, please, 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 can we have Phoebe Waller-Bridge involved? And she said, in a heartbeat. And she's there, front and centre.
She's unbelievable, yeah. It's up for Virgin Media's must-see moment, isn't it? Killing Eve, yeah.
Indeed it is. And she used Fiona Shaw in that, who's nominated for Best Supporting Actress for Killing Eve. And of course, she pops up in Fleabag as the psychoanalyst too.
Yes.
She's very loyal to her great, great heroines. She uses them all the time. Kirsten Scott Thomas.
Yeah.
She's very generous to them. And I spy Louis Theroux.
Yes. We've got to get through this.
He's nominated tonight most deservedly. I mean, he just is no holds barred with his documentary.
Yeah,
making.
Altered States is... do you know what? I could watch his documentaries all day.
He's so intrepid.
Yeah.
You know, when you think, oh, you've got to back off because it's getting a little bit dicey, he'll go an edge further, and you think, oh my.
He has this wonderful way of just enticing you in. You end up watching... I've been sat there in my pyjamas before and I thought, I'll watch one. All day gone. It's night time, it's dark outside.
Yeah.
I've just watched him all day, and he's Jennifer Aniston's cousin-in-law.
You're joking.
Yeah, I love a fact. I love a fact, yeah.
Well, your arsenal is absolutely full of facts.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a bottomless well. That's what you are.
Just look at him. He's so cool.
He is cool. He also, this is very cool, and I'm afraid it doesn't apply to me. He's a massive R&B and hip hop fan.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can
see
imagine him getting down, dancing.
Cutting a rug.
Yeah.
I wish
can
he'd
see
cut
that.
our red carpet.
Let's have a look
Now,
at him with Robo
He and his gorgeous wife are either side of one of our letters, to give you a clue.
I guess.
Nestled between her skirt trimmings and his shoe is a big letter E. So if you put that in the jumble of letters that are dotted around, and I see an S for Scarlett too, sitting in a tree, then you might have a chance of winning the competition and coming to the BAFTAs and hopefully joining us next year.
I hope so. Fingers crossed.
From our lips to someone's ears. Maybe we could have you right here between us.
Yes.
Although it is snug, but
It's not bad, I don't mind. Do
I
you
don't
mind?
You smell lovely.
Thank you.
She smells delicious.
I feel like,
Oh, they've scarpered.
yeah.
Gosh, things move very quickly
They
on this
do.
red carpet. People know that there's a champagne reception around the corner. How much tatting did you say got consumed?
A lot. About
A great deal.
4,100 glasses.
Oh,
It's crazy. It's like a Sunday at my house. I'm joking. No, I need a bank
just
loan
a
for that.
straw in a Nebuchadnezzar. That's all you need. Or a
Maybe
cherubim.
Prosecco. Maybe a Prosecco.
They have to
wow.
expand the champagne region, you know,
Oh,
because there just isn't enough, and that's why they keep coming to England, because apparently the soil just outside of the champagne region isn't the right soil for growing those vines.
Oh.
So they're in a real pickle.
is that Paloma Faith by RoboPap?
I think that is the lovely derriere of Paloma Faith. Indeed
Yes.
it is. What a wonderful floor-length gown, isn't that
That
pretty?
is lovely. She, we worked with her on Saturday Night Takeaway. She was so fun.
And I worked with her on The Voice.
Oh yes, of course.
Yes, because she was rather staggered by my plum.
Oh yes. Oh, do you know what? This has been so fun, and I hope one of you wins this amazing prize of getting to. One of you will, but
Of
I mean,
course,
tweet us when you find out that you've won. Tweet us, please, because I want to send a congratulations
Please do.
personally. And I suppose we've got to go.
We have to.
because-
Well, this very pretty lady is up for an award, and so, you know, I could stay here all night, but she has to scarp her.
I feel like all of the champagne's going to go. That's more why I want
Well,
to.
yes, exactly. We've got bubbles to attend to,
Yeah, we have.
and you've got more to watch. So, oodles and oodles of love to you all.
Yes.